Venture Tape, located approximately 20 miles south of Boston, has shown double-digit growth over the last 25 years, making it the largest privately held tape manufacturer in the United States. We're proud to present to you our new urethane film, VentureShield paint protection film. To begin, you'll need 2 spray bottles, some rubbing alcohol, baby shampoo, a snap-off blade knife, and some Teflon coated squeegees. The first bottle we'll refer to as your slip solution will have water with 4 to 6 drops of the Johnson & Johnson baby shampoo. The second bottle will have 15 to 25% isopropyl alcohol, as shown here, mixed with water. Now we're ready. Never do the installation outdoors. Wind will blow in dirt and debris, making it impossible to get a clean and professional installation. Using any solvent-based cleaner, it's imperative that you remove any dust and dirt from the entire vehicle. This means hood areas, bumpers, grills, and if you are wrapping the kit, also underneath the hood where there are any rubber flaps. Dirt and debris will not only get underneath the film, causing a difficult installation, it will also ruin the film's appearance and make your installation longer than it needs to be. Once the vehicle is prepped, clean, and ready to install, let's look at what we're wearing. Woolen sweaters such as this make the installation impossible. Woolen fibers from pants, socks, gloves, and jackets can easily get under the film. What we want to do is tuck in all clothing, preferably cotton, remove these sweaters, and begin. Now that we're ready, let's grab our film. In this case, we'll be using a pre-cut kit. Spray the hood and use that as a surface to roll out your pattern. Make sure that your hands are wet at all times. We'd never want to touch the film without having moist hands. Slowly peel the pattern back with the wet fingertips, spraying with your slip solution on the adhesive side of the urethane. Keep removing the urethane pattern until it is clear of the paper release liner. As you can see here, we're ready to place the hood section onto the vehicle. As you can see, the pattern is extremely wet with our slip solution, which will enable us to move it around the hood of the vehicle. If you find you cannot slip the hood piece around, add a couple more drops of your Johnson & Johnson shampoo to the bottle until you can slip it around. Temperature will have an effect on the slip solution. It is a little bit of trial and error. Once we have it in the correct position, use emblems such as the one shown here to guide the pattern into position. Once you feel it's in the correct position, just double check the edges, make sure the film is even on both sides. Now we're ready to tack the film down. Remove the slip solution and grab your alcohol spray bottle. Apply the alcohol underneath the film as shown here. Saturate the film at both ends. As you can see here, fingers and hands are kept wet at all times. Now we're ready to tack down the film. We've just wet the surface, as seen here, and we're going to tack it down, as shown. This will enable us to tack down the middle piece so that the pattern continues to stay in the correct position. Pull back one side at a time. Wet the back side of the adhesive with your alcohol solution, saturating it. This will flush out any soapy material, any debris, and allow you to move the pattern into its correct position as shown here. In the case of a pre-cut pattern, we're tacking right on the edge. tack the edge down as shown. Now we go back to the middle part of the pre-cut pattern and we're going to work our way across. We've just sprayed the surface and we gently squeegee the moisture and bubbles away from the center as shown. There's no need to be aggressive here, simply squeegee out that moisture with nice, even, overlapping strokes as shown. Difficult sections of each vehicle can pop up. In this case, the hood of the ML is a difficult installation. Use the squeegee and the heat from your hands to mould our flexible film into these curves, making sure we remove any air bubbles and any moisture as we slide along. Once again, keep the surface of the film wet at all times. As you can see here, all bubbles and moisture have been removed. In this case, the car has fingers that wrap under the grille. Wet underneath the film and make sure that your edges are aligned with the vehicle. Tacking these edges down with your finger is acceptable. In this case, we'll go over it with the squeegee just to make sure we don't have any bubbles or any moisture left underneath the film. Excellent. Continue with the fingers, stretching the film to the middle of the vehicle as shown here. Obviously we'll repeat at the end on the other side, so these fingers will want to join underneath this Mercedes emblem. Once you feel confident that it's in position, simply tack it down with your squeegee. It's important on these thin fingers not to be too aggressive, otherwise you'll find the film can shift. Now what we want to do is just go over the pattern one more time, just to be crystal clear there are no bubbles. In this case, if you do find a bubble, simply spray the surface of the film, use short sharp motions and remove the bubble to the nearest release point. Complete that same procedure to the other side of the hood and simply go over the film with a soft lint-free cloth, making sure that once again there are definitely no bubbles and no debris underneath the film. You've probably got between 5 and 10 minutes to remove part of the film and touch-up needs to be completed. What about complex curves? Well, the VentureShield film is extremely flexible and can be contoured around rear bumpers such as the one shown here. The technique that we use is to stretch the film, otherwise it will be impossible to remove any wrinkles. As you can see here, we've stretched the film horizontally and vertically to make sure there are no wrinkles. If I didn't stretch the film, we would have an example as shown here. Wrinkles, bubbles would make this application totally unacceptable. Don't get frustrated. Continue to keep your hands wet, wet the film, and stretch the film as shown. It takes practice, but you'll find stretching is the key. The car is now complete, it's protected, and will provide years of stone-free driving. If you have any further requests for information or data, please visit our website at www.venturetape.com or phone our toll-free number from the United States at 800-343-1076. Thank you.